Okay, so they told me I need to go to the Mages Guild for this next one, and it did not sound like the Prophet. It sounded like a totally different angry person. Okay. Mages Guild.
Over here! We have much to discuss, you and I.
Hey, Evner Tharn. What you doing?
Ah, excellent. You got my message.
Oh, it was
Apparently
him.
that little creature isn't completely useless. Banekin can be such children. I hope you've nothing pressing. We could be here a while.
Tharn, why are you dressed like that? Is that like you trying to blend in?
I can't be strutting around the city wearing my imperial regalia, can I?
True.
Your concern about my fashion sense is touching but irrelevant. I've called you here for a reason. If we are to determine a course of action, we need more information.
What are you talking about?
By now, it should be clear your prophet Emperor brought these catastrophic events upon us. Everything that transpired is his fault.
Marco deceived him. It wasn't completely his fault.
Granted, Minimarco can be very persuasive and charismatic when he wants to be. We all believed him when he said we could change Varen's bloodline with the Amulet of Kings.
Then why do you blame Varen?
You saved Varen's life when you rescued him in Cold Harbor. In return, he lied to you about his true identity and his part in causing the Soul Burst. He manipulated you from the very start. Perhaps the better question is, why don't you blame Varen?
Just tell me why you called me here.
Varen wants to assemble a new group of companions in the vein of the original five. Claims it fulfills a prophecy in those wretched scrolls of his. Superstitious nonsense, but he is quite correct on one point. We need to find Sai Sahan.
Why is Sai Sahan so important? Other than the fact he has the amulet that everyone's trying to, get.
In the chaos following the Soul Burst, Sahan stole the Amulet of Kings and fled the Imperial City. We're going to need that relic.
We
And
know.
he is the only one who knows its current location.
So where is Sai Sahan?
He was captured by Minimarco's agents and taken
Oh my
to an
god,
undisclosed
we know
location.
this.
We need to find out where he's being held.
Oh my god, what is this, like a giant recap? We don't need this recap. What do you need me to do?
Minimarco keeps his most secret documents in a hidden lair of Daedric cultists deep within the Grotwood, in the ruins of Wormroot Depths. We must travel there and search for clues.
Okay, I'll sit down and meet you there.
Remember, Wormroot Depths, Grotwood. I'll meet you inside.
Okay.
If I can endure Titanborn's inane prattle, I can survive your assuredly erudite elucidations. Proceed.
Tell me more about yourself.
Well, if you must pry, I am Chancellor to the Elder Council and Overlord of Nibene. But of all my titles, the greatest is my family name, Tharn. We are the greatest of the noble houses, with seats at the Imperial Court for countless centuries.
A family of politicians.
Politicians? A grossly inadequate word to describe our duties and our legacy. The Tharns have a storied history of advising kings and emperors that can be traced back to the First Era. We understand the ebb and flow of power.
Isn't your daughter the Empress?
Clivia. She is comfortably lodged in Minimarco's pocket, along with my nephew, Jabad. I doubt they've given my disappearance a second thought. Ah, fair Clivia. My charming girl grew to be a ruthlessly ambitious woman. I taught her well.
What will happen to you now?
Ah, there's the rub. With my untimely defection, my family will likely be divested of its holdings. The name Tharn is probably being stricken from every document in the Imperial Archives as we speak. I detest being on the wrong side of history.
Have you really lost everything?
Don't sound so smug about it. This is a setback, nothing more. By allying with you, I will liberate the Empire from Minimarco's grip. The Empire is all that matters to me. I will do what I must to ensure its survival.
It's kind of noble. Okay. Alright. Let's go. Grotwood. Not Elden Hollow. Let's start with Grotwood first, or Elden Root. And then I'll try to figure out where this freaking cave is. Okay, so we know where it is. It's up north. I can't teleport there. I haven't been there, but I have been to the Waste Shrine. So let's go.
Did you hear? Rajine's mantle was discovered at the Fallen Esti winter site.
Search my packs. You will find nothing. This one is innocent. The town
Not exactly.
I don't care about the treasure chest. This way. That one's on my way. Okay, let's go.
It's about time. Let's get started.
I mean, I thought I came here pretty quickly, buddy. Oh, there's more people here.
Not break me, King of Worms.
I can and I shall. Where is the Amulet of Kings?
You cannot break the will of a son of Yakuda. I spit on you.
So, Sai-Sahan is alive and he has not been broken. An important piece of the puzzle to be sure, but where is he being kept?
Can't give me a sky shard and tell me to ignore it. Okay. I can't leave that portal there either. Okay.
Chin El Adabar, the Amulet of the Kings of Glory, an artifact of the Divines, a badge of office for the ruling emperors of Cyrodiil, and the key to my ascendancy. Yet it eludes me. Exploiting its power to bring about the calamity of our age was intoxicating. It made me aware of the limitless possibilities available to one strong enough and fearless enough to use it to achieve his own ends. The amulet has the power to create or destroy, but it also has the power to undo the damage caused by the soul burst, to mend the tear in the barrier between Nirn and oblivion. I must recover it before some fool fixes that which must remain broken.
He knows of our plan to use the amulet to set things right. We must rescue Sai Sahan before he can be broken.
Okay, let's go. And then we gotta go.
I don't
Drive
want
by.
to hurt you, but now I'm going to.
Can't leave portal. Ow. There we go. Get out of here.
You know, I like to think I'm agreeable.
You like to think that, don't you, Mary?
The Red Guard's iron will cannot be overcome with standard interrogation techniques. Physical tortures appear to be useless. I have therefore instructed the Daedra to move Sai Sahan into the Halls of Torment. The Duchess will be most pleased to have a new guest. His flesh is strong, but perhaps her tortures of the mind will break him. I have come too far to allow this upstart sword master to thwart my plans. I will find the amulet, one way or another.
This is the information we've been looking for. At last, Sai Sahan has been taken to the Halls of Torment.
Do you know where that is?
Oh yes, it's Cold Harbor's most nefarious prison. The Daedra in the Halls of Torment reach deep into the dark places of a prisoner's mind and torture them with apparitions of the things they most dread.
That sounds a lot like what happened to Lyris.
It's an effective tactic. The Daedra mock our emotional attachments and the memories that form our sense of self. Daedra have no use for such things. They are immortal. It's impossible to kill Daedra. They simply reform over time.
We need to rescue Sai Sahan. Can you get us into the Halls of Torment?
Of course I can. I am Abner Tharn. But first, I have a bit more research to do. Go back to the Harbridge and tell Varen what we've discovered. I'll meet you there once I've made the necessary preparations.
Very well.
An unexpected visit. What brings you back, Vestige?
Tharn and I discovered where they're keeping Sai Sahan.
At last! Where can he be found?
A prison in Cold Harbor called the Halls of Torment.
Well done. I will begin searching for a safe route to the Halls of Torment immediately.
Is there anything else?
I was going to say that a river flows and we are slaves to its current. But I am done with riddles and metaphors. I don't know what awaits us. I'm not a prophet. I'm just a foolish old man who glimpsed the wisdom of the scrolls and survived.
But you can find a path to the Halls of Torment, can't you?
When Tarn returns, we will combine our resources. We will find a path to these Halls of Torment soon enough.
Okay. Alright, with that, off I go again until they say they need me again.